Plateosaurus is finally out in Prehistoric Kingdom, and today we are going to do a speed build. So, I originally started on the template map after doing some background research on the Plateosaurus. Is it Plateosaurus or Plateosaurus? I have no idea which. And I started with the basic design from something I saw in Planet Zoo earlier, and I thought it was pretty cool. I decided to put a doorway and using a trim for the window. And now I'm gonna trim the windows again, and I had an idea to make it just a straight glass window, no paint, like no supports inside the windows. It's just gonna be straight glass. I saw it in another build from Planet Zoo. I got it off the workshop. I think I'll put the link in the description and maybe in the comment section. I don't know. Either way, do Prehistoric Kingdom builds in a row, which is pretty interesting because at the beginning of my YouTube channel that was pretty common, and then it was just Jurassic World Evolution 2 and not Prehistoric Kingdom in sight. I can't talk right now. I'm sorry about this, but either way, that was just what's happening. Now it's 2 Prehistoric Kingdom builds in a row. It's only just because Plateosaurus came out. I haven't done a Prehistoric Kingdom speed build in a while, actually. And I've been doing all this Jurassic World Evolution 2 stuff, which, you know, it's pretty interesting. But either way, now we're just going to continue along with the trim and the windows so people can see into the Plateosaurus enclosure. Now, I'm going to start with a sliding door with black trim. It's supposed to be metal, but I don't really like the metallic look they give us. So I just use black not conservation pieces, wood panels, or wood pillars. Now I'm going to work on the roof, which is a darker shading than normal, which I feel like is a staple in modern building, which this is supposed to go for a modern look, and I really like the little corner there. And I'm just going to shorten this area a little bit because I think it could look a little bit too big. And now I'm just going to continue along with the window and move that a little bit down, you know, align it to the best of my ability, and it looked pretty good. Now we're going to continue along with the roof, and it wasn't perfectly aligned, so now I fixed it. Now I'm going to continue along with the roof, and I decided to put some height difference because, yeah. And now I'm just going to continue on with the black trim. I'm going to raise up the roof so it's not just a big gap. And I'm just going to move it. I'm just going to move the roof to have an overhang, which is something big in modern art, which is modern architecture, which is huge overhangs, flat roofs, no triangle roofs like you see in those little kid drawings, and just darker roofs. It's pretty much what I've seen. I'm not an expert or I'm not an architect. It's just some stuff I see a lot. Now I'm going to start with the path, and it's a common custom path I see in Planet Zoo and in Prehistoric Kingdom, which I do quite a lot. I had quite a lot of trouble aligning the path correctly. And turns out it was a little bit too weird, so I just had to move it there. And now I'm just going to continue along with this, and I had to align that path, and I'm just making it look nicer. Gonna add some wood panels, wood overhang panels. I'm not sure how you talk. It's the small thing from the amenities in Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'll put a photo up of it, but I'm not currently in that right now. I can't talk, but either way, I thought it looked pretty nice. Now I'm going to start with the planter because I feel like this thing was lacking some greenery. This was the place I could find a planter. I ended up, you know, putting it further and lengthening it to align the path, which I thought was weird because then I ended up having a viewing area in that same path. But either way, skip to the end to see it because this is my first time building a custom viewing area instead of just some weird fence with some glass. And now I'm just going to continue on with the mulch and the planters. Now, I'm going to continue on with this little window, which is made for the shelter. And I added a little... I just went silent. Sorry about that. And now we're just going to continue along with the shelter, and I just use the black area to align it with the shelter to continue along the building. That's the best way I can think of it. Again, I'm not really good at writing words or thinking words or something. This is going to just continue along the rock shelter, maybe make a little cave area. And now just going to continue along, putting on some sand, maybe like moss, because it wasn't really a desert. I thought about doing it in a desert. You can do it anywhere, pretty much. And I had to find a way because I was thinking about putting a gate. And then I thought, well, what if the gate just goes only to the part where the rock is? And then the Plateosaurus can't crawl under. But then I decided not to do that because what if the Plateosaurus had babies and they could crawl under, and then it was a whole process. Now I'm going to continue along with this area. And then I thought, what if there were two gates? One that goes down until it reaches the rock, and then the other one that goes to the side until it reaches the rock. So it completely closed off there. And now we're just going to continue along, trimming that little gate. And I'm going to continue along. And I decided to make a custom handle with the metal poles. And I'm not really the biggest fan of the fact that we don't have handles right here. And no, yeah, I'm just creating a custom handle. There. And now I'm just going to shorten it together. And for some reason I had a lot of trouble selecting everything together. And this is just how I got it. Now I'm just going to align the handle and put about 2 of them so people can just drag it around. Now I'm just going to continue along, moving there. And I forgot it was raining. I didn't really notice that. So now I'm just going to continue along with the fence. How about that? I decided to go along with another fence I've seen in some YouTube Planet Zoo builds. I'm not sure if Caesar Creates did this. I forgot which one did it. But it's just been imprinted in my memory. Either way, now we're just going to continue along with the metal poles, and we're just going to, lighten it up a little bit. And it thought it looked pretty good. Now we're just going to continue along, putting it around. And I originally had an idea for a little gate over here, and maybe some different rock features. But then I decided to build a viewing area. I originally thought about doing a viewing gallery from Jurassic World Evolution 2, but that would take too long, and that could be a video in and of itself. So I decided to put wood panels and some glass, maybe a trim too, but that's just what I did. And gonna continue along with this part where we have the glass, and right here I put a little window panel. And I had to thicken it up a little bit because it turned out to be too thin. And I thought that looked alright. I didn't like how that viewing binoculars looked, so I decided to put information screens. And I just put up the path right there. There wasn't any continuations of it, but this is just what I ended up with. And I just added a huge section of path, throughout that area. And I had trouble aligning it, because I was just going to do some rocks. And there's a little bit of a rock wall, natural barrier, because that looks the best and gives it a natural feel. And now I just put that part up with the fences. And now I'm just going to continue along and put that little diagonal corner. And I realized we had the new gates in Prehistoric Kingdom coming from the update. And by the way, if you can't access this, go to your public testing branch. It's in betas with properties. I can't walk you through it. I can't write things. Gonna put up some temperate foliage and putting up some trees. Not too much, because I'm sure Plateosaurus would like some grassland and some fields to, just chill out, maybe eat a couple plants. The Plateosaurus is an amazing animal. I'm super happy we got it to Prehistoric Kingdom, and it's the thing I've been missing. I didn't know I needed. It's really cool. I really like how this build turned out, especially for some Prehistoric Kingdom builds I haven't done in a while. It's been nice to go into Prehistoric Kingdom without Prehistoric Wildlands, but I don't think I'll keep it at that. This is the end of this video. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below some other videos you would like to see. Subscribe to some Jurassic Cannon King and some Jurassic, and let's see how fast we can get to 1,000 subscribers. This is Prehistoric PC, and until next time, bye-bye.